Hi guys, welcome to this unboxing and quick review of this police stun gun M12. It's an aluminum device. It's called aluminum series 59 billion rechargeable with LED tactical flashlight in silver. It's listed on Amazon for around $15. Has pretty good reviews, so I thought this could be the perfect device for me, and I'm going to tell you why. So the problem is always a little bit regarding power of these tasers or stun gun. How can we know how good or how strong they are or not? The problem is really that there is no like national or international certification for that, and all the sellers, they can put out any claim and tell, yeah, it has 100,000 volts, 1 million volts, or any kind of number of micro columns with Saber actually is using. Usually you won't get any numbers from any other seller than Saber regarding that. So it's really difficult to rely on these things. Of course, usually the more expensive and the larger, the stronger they are, but it doesn't have to be all the time. But this device still has something really special which made it attractive for me, and I'm going to let you know why I actually bought this thing here after I already had another one. I mean, maybe if you're following my channel, you know that's the Viper Tech. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, anyway, so the website says policemart.com, and yeah, there's a number somewhere. I have seen that M12S. Amazon listing says M12 here. It's called M12S. So let's see what we get and how we can use that. Yeah, that's the box here. Of course, simple box like always. We get this carry bag, we get some short instructions manual, which I'm trying to show you. If you're interested into that, I hope you can see everything when it's focusing nicely. Just go to the highest resolution, 1080p, put it on pause, and then you have plenty of time to read everything. Here's the charging cable, and here's the stun gun. So that's everything, there's nothing else. Regarding the charging, yeah, that's the first thing here. I would say 99% of all these stun guns which are sold on Amazon, they come exactly with same strange cable. It looks like a razor cable, a charging cable, and the reason is that probably the interior, the whole charging thing, the whole high voltage thing is produced by just one big Chinese company, and they are reselling this. They are not producing the whole thing, they are just producing the inside, and then all the companies are using this silly thing. It's not a big problem regarding this cable. I mean, I wish there would be like a USB or normal plug or so. I mean, some of these stun guns come with normal 110 voltage adapter, but it's really rare. Most of them have these things. This is not a problem. The real big problem is, yeah, when we plug it in, you can see, I mean, by the way, you can even use it like this or this, that doesn't matter. There's no safety pin or so, and you can see, I mean, it's AC current anyway. It doesn't matter where is the plus and the minus. There's no plus or minus, it's changing 60 times per second. So anyway, yeah, here we have the charging light, and the charging light will always be on. Doesn't matter what device you're buying. If you're buying Police or Viper Tech or any other device, there will be always this light on, and it never turns off, not even after 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So you have to be careful with this charge. Don't overcharge. I recommend to maybe charge it for 8 hours per month or so. I think this is also what they write here in the instructions manual. I haven't read that here, but it's the same thing in all these devices. So make sure that you are not overcharging. I've been charging this for 8 hours, and it should be good to go. By the way, we have this information here, of course, charge before use. We can remove that, it's not needed anymore, it's fully charged. Then we have special function here. Of course, we have the light here, and that's something which some people are complaining. I mean, we have this switch here. The switch doesn't look too bad. I mean, for a $15 device, I would say this switch is good. I have seen definitely worse some switches which I think will fail really soon. This thing doesn't look like it will fail very soon, but it is not lasting 10 years if you're using this every day. So on the first level, it has this light. There's just one level of light. I can show you that when I point this to the wall. This is how it looks. It's pretty strong. It's not super focused, but there's actually one circle which is more or less focused, and there's a wider area. I think regarding the light, that's a good option. Just some people are complaining that it's not working for too long, but maybe they let it drop and then it's not working anymore. But actually it comes, as far as I know, with lifetime warranty, but of course not when they see some drop damage or so. And then we have the other level where the light is turned off and the stun gun is turned on, and we have the thing to activate. So we can push here and then it will emit this really strong like lightning bolt with 30,000 volts. Yeah, it's 30,000 volts, it's nothing else. I mean, it depends a little bit on the distance here. Can be a little bit more or a little bit less. If somebody claims, or like a seller claims, it has 100,000 or 1 million volts, it's not going to happen. So we can test this here on my hand. Oh, yeah, okay, nothing happened. I didn't touch my hand. Yeah, it was just a joke. So you can see here, the thing is, you shouldn't do this for too long. That's a little bit of a problem with all these devices. Don't push longer than 1 second, and I would recommend to do it a little bit shorter, maybe half a second or so. Just push, and then basically, I mean, everybody will hear that. Also, animals will hear that. There are a lot of animals which are really frightened by this, also large dogs, and that's a good thing. So you don't have to really taste them or so, or other people. That's actually the idea why I bought this thing. I mean, as a last resort, you have to really use that. But the first thing, the first line of defense is that people, or when people are seeing that, and that's actually the reason why I bought this thing. I'm not going to carry it with this bag here, with this holder. No, I'm going to carry it with this mount here, with this clip. This is a nice belt clip, really strong, and I have been using this already when I go like for skateboarding, a longer ride or bike ride or so. I just put this thing on my belt. Yeah, everybody can see that. For me, it's definitely a good thing, and I have already made some good experience regarding that. Just about 2 weeks ago, I had some small like verbal confrontation with a guy. He tried to harass me. He behaved really aggressively, and he came closer and closer, and in a sudden I realized that he was looking down on this thing, and then in a sudden he stepped back. So, and the problem was solved, and he went away. So that's a really good thing, and I have checked with the law. And the thing is that all these states, at least in the US, which allow you to carry such a stun gun, they will allow you to carry this openly. There's no law against carry this openly. There are only laws in some very few states to prevent to carry it covered or like concealed. So there's absolutely no problem as far as I know. I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but whatever I have found looks like it's absolutely no problem when you carry this thing openly, and it can already prevent some attacks when people are aggressive. And the second thing is, if you really have to use, the second step is really not using, but just using this thing out in the air. I mean, like this thing here. Yeah, just use it, and the people will know that you have something. And only the third step is actually to really tase somebody. So you have a couple of line of defenses here, and The really good thing is, yeah, people will see that that's something special. If you're using something black, maybe they will think, yeah, you have a torch or something like that. This really looks special. I would say probably more people will recognize this as a taser. And second thing, if you're having this on your belt, you can grab this thing within a second or even less, and then it's ready. If you have something like ViperTech, or you're using this thing here, I mean the ViperTech doesn't have this belt clip, then you have to open this and you have to find out where's the tip and where's the back, and yeah, it takes too long time. So this can save your life and health and whatever, or prevent some biting attacks or whatever. So for me, I've been trying a couple of rides with the ViperTech, having this in my pocket or carry bag, and then tried a couple of times with this thing here, and I felt much safer with this thing here. So I can't tell you how long it will hold up, if it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. I don't expect 10 years, but this thing is pretty sturdy. Yeah, I have already turned it off, but I think this is really sturdy. I mean, it's some kind of metal, I would say, and this is sturdy, and the switch is good, and the light at the moment looks good. Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay, my bad. But the good thing is you have this black thing here. After a couple of days or at least weeks, you will know that this thing is the tip here, and then you won't have any problems. And if there's some problem with the taser, like the stun gun itself, the electronics also, there's a lifetime warranty. I don't know how they really will react on that. I had similar issue already with the ViperTech, and it was about after 4 months, and I wrote to the seller, hey, ViperTech is not working anymore, I have some problem, and they just sent me the money back. I didn't have to send it in or so. So this is probably what will happen with this thing too, because they know they need good reviews, and when they are not refunding the money, people would leave 1-star reviews, and it's like a really tough market, and they need every good review which they can get. So yeah, at least for the moment, looks everything really good. I would say it's a decent value, definitely for the price, and I can give you at least at the moment full recommendation on that, and I'll put down the link to the Amazon listing down into the description, so you can check it out and order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.